talked about this kind of off camera, and
Different.
I didn't want to ask any intrusive questions
Oh,
because
please,
it's
no,
not
please
me.
go ahead.
It's not me. I always want to make sure I'm polite and make people feel comfortable. But, growing up in the West, I
Mhm.
had so many friends that wanted to be, painters, artists,
Yeah.
musicians, but there was this common mentality of the starving artist,
Mhm.
or, how feasible is it financially?
Yeah.
I mean, even on a parental level, if I had children, I'm not married, but if I got married and had children in the future,
Yes.
for me, I would be, not so concerned, but a little bit hesitant if they told me I want to be a singer, because I wonder, how secure is their future?
Absolutely.
Now, obviously, it's changing completely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But initially for you, was there any hesitation, and how did you overcome that? And
Mhm.
also, is it feasible financially to be a musician?
Yeah. Was there hesitation? Absolutely. My God, I think there's been hesitation so many times in my life, and I think it's important to highlight that actually, that you should hesitate. Sometimes you should take a second to be like, okay, is what I'm doing serving me, not just community, whatever, what have you, but is what I'm doing serving me? And I think at that time in my life, at that time in history, going into music would not have served me, and I think that the path that I did go down on was the best possible course of action, I think, now looking back. And the hesitancy did come from the financial feasibility of it. Because at the end of the day, you need to secure yourself, especially, us women working in, male-dominated industries just in general, not just music. You always need to think about that. You always need to say, okay, if I'm in a situation where this is my only source of income, is that feasible? And my answer to that is always going to be the same. You should try. You should try, because look at history. Look at all of the great legends, the great musicians of our time, the great artists, painters, architects. A lot of them didn't have a dollar to their name, when they started. A lot of people began with, better positions and didn't go anywhere. So I don't think it's a mutually exclusive rule or anything that you need to specifically always be so afraid of. You never know. You should always try.